It changes a little bit, obviously, because everybody moves up, on offense. Hardeman's going to get a lot more offense. D-Rob's going to get a lot more offense. So it puts pressure on other guys to step up. The good thing is we get D'Anthony back, so he'll come in and he'll be a guy for me. He'll end up playing a bunch in the return game as well as, coverage.
Dave, did you go over with those guys to Kaufman?
Excuse me?
Did you go over with those guys to Kaufman?
Yes, yeah. I didn't go. No, I didn't go.
Go.
No, I stayed here because, I got to stay here because you never know what's going to happen if something pops up. So, but we set it up. I mean, it was Bucker's idea. It was a really good idea. He said, hey, can we go over there? And I said, we looked into it and we called over there and they were really accommodating. They said, how do you want it? Do you want it soft? Do you want it hard? How do you, so it was perfect. And I said hard and they made it real hard.
They did.
And so we actually had to put a little bit of water down before we kicked. So, but it was good.
Right?
No goalposts. We kind of lined up the first baseline and they kicked right there. And we did onside kicks, we did kickoffs, we punted on it, we snapped on it. So it was good.
How much is that in your mind, and what does it do to the game?
I'd say mostly mental. That those guys feel relaxed. That it's the second now. It'll be the second time that they played on it. Bucker never kicked on it, so it was good for him.
Is it the same cleats? Do they change anything about their equipment?
No, the same cleats. That was the main thing they wanted to check out. I mean, it's not going to be totally the same, but it's going to be very similar. So it was a lot of mental
your
preparation.
When was the last time you prepared for a game like this? Ever?
No, I mean, I've coached on the infield before, but we never went on an infield and practiced.
But no, what about playing a game on an infield like
that? Yeah, we've done it before. I've done it before at Oakland.
Been a while though.
It's been a while. I had to go back and look and see, but we played on it before.
It's really different than the other ones too, because it's a whole lot of dirt.
Yeah, there is. The way they got the field configured, it's 35 to 35. Like half the field. So it definitely comes into play in the kicking game.
Is it fair to say Tremon will do kick return and McCole for punt return right now, or are you still figuring that out?
Yeah, I mean, all those guys are possible. I mean, they're all possible. We don't want to really tell you exactly what we're going to do, but all those guys are, we're fortunate. I said this before, we have a lot of guys that can do it.
McCole didn't do much kick return during the preseason.
Who did? McCole?
Yeah. How do you feel like he did?
He did a good job. I mean, on the first one we had guys unblocked, and he ended up getting a 27-yard return on something that we didn't have blocked up real well. He had great vision and great burst. I mean, he's got talent. It's just a matter of time, before everybody really sees it. I mean, we know in-house that he's got a lot of talent.
It's a short amount of time, but just in that first game, when you went back and watched the film, were there any young guys or guys that are in new positions that were impressive to you?
Not really. We didn't get a lot of reps. When you look at it, we got some field goal stuff, and which is good. Our offense was moving the ball. We only punted once. We only had 2 punt returns, so we really didn't get a really good look at everybody. But it wasn't bad. It wasn't horrible. We did. I tell you what, Amani did a nice job. Amani Watts did a nice job on the onside kicks. I mean, he showed a lot of courage going up two of the exact same kicks in a row. That's kind of a rare thing. You usually don't see that. I thought they were going to come with something different on the second time, but they came with the same kick. We need to do a different job as far as configuring how we're going to block it up so we don't get hit like that. But he did being able to hold on to the ball twice like that, come down with it, landed on his head, and came down with it. It was impressive.
What does it say about Tremon that he's just so willing to go back and forth between different positions?
He's a team guy. He's going to do, he's going to do whatever it takes, and he's smart enough to be able to handle it, and we feel good about having him in there.
On the one punt that you had, it looked like Tremon was wide open on the outside there. Is that something that the guys, they have the flexibility to do that, or are there situations where, hey, it's late in the game, you're up, don't worry about it?
No, we wanted to down the ball. I mean, it was a great punt. It was a 51-yard punt that Dustin put right in the corner, and it bounced, and we had a chance to make a play. We just didn't make the play. He hesitated a little bit because the returner was right there. You have to give the returner the right to the ball first. But then when he didn't field it, we had an opportunity. It's a play he would want to have back for sure, Tremon. But it's something we want to get done.
But the beginning of the play, it looked like he was uncovered. And
oh yeah. Well, they were trying to they brought a rush. They were trying to rush us, and they were trying to block a punt. They were trying to make something happen late. So we expected that. He looked out. I mean, we have a play where we can throw it out there too. So that was an option.
How would you characterize the Raiders teams, their special teams? Are they dangerous in the return game, and how do they cover?
They're right now. They're playing very well. I mean, if you watch that game, they were playing with high energy, and really, effort is the most important thing on special teams. And they played with great effort on Monday night, and it's impressive. So we don't have a lot of tape on them this year, but they're off to a good start.